I started making these story videos because I want my kids to always have these stories. I would give anything if I had a record of stories from my parents and my grandparents of their lives, and just the little things and stories my parents have told me growing up. Think I would love to have a record of any of that, just somewhere recorded or written down or something. 'Cause your memories fade, and you don't always remember it the same way or necessarily correctly. It would be nice to have these. So long before I was born, my dad was a Seabee, which is a division of the Navy. He was one of the ones that would go out, and they did parades. He was I don't know what you called them there. They were like the show ones, they did the parades and all the shows and stuff. They had the bayonets, and they did, what I guess now would be like a flag girl or something, like at school with your band. The way they'd spin the bayonets and all the, the pretty decorative and showy stuff is what he did. And my mom had gobs and gobs of film of him doing these parades and these performances and stuff they did. Film, that's way before most of you've got to be at least, no, I don't think any younger than Gen X to know what film is. Seriously, off tangent here on another subject. Have you seen the memes that talk about how Gen X excitement at school was when we would watch the cart being rolled down the hallway with the TV attached to it, like how excited we would get? No, we need to go more old school than that, okay? I mean, I'm going to find a picture and put it here of like an old film projector. That's when you knew we were going to have a good day in school. It's when you walk in, the film projector was in the room. Film, it's like, film, and it would roll here and roll there, and it would go through in the shined light, and you had to get into film and movies on the wall. That's how movies used to be before they went to VCRs. We didn't have VCRs growing up. We had film, and so the film projector would be in the room. So we had all that. My mom and dad had a film projector and had my dad's performances on film. Now, here's the thing about film. It was pretty fragile. Every time we would come to a part that showed my dad, we would pause it, freeze it. And what that would do is it would burn a hole in the film, because the light bulb essentially would shone the light through the film and projected it on the wall. It's hot and it would burn a hole in the film. So you would literally take Scotch tape and tape the film back together and keep playing it. So many of those films were broken and taped back together where we had burnt holes in them, just trying to pause the part where we could see Daddy, in the parade or whatever. So what's really heartbreaking about all of this is when my parents built a house when I was in high school, and we moved. And in the process of moving and clearing out what was probably 30 some years in that house, my dad threw the projector and all the film away. I want to tear up right now thinking about it. I cried, because that was a huge part of my childhood, watching those films, and knowing that of my daddy was lost. So it's just one reason I make these videos, so my kids can have this. I don't ever want to lose these things for them. I want them to be able to always go back and watch the stories that I've told, and remember where they were when we told them, or just remember the times that we would sit around and talk about them. So yeah. Make memories with your kids. Make memories. It's not all about what you can buy them and where you take them. It's about the time that you spend with them. Yeah.